Hey up, it's that old Yorkshire geek here with just a quick bit of news that's just, well, not just coming, I think it came in last night, but this is the first chance I've had to sit down and talk about it. So I won't keep you long. Right, I'll get it up. Where are we? There we go. Done deal. Amazon owns Stargate as of today. This is from gateworld.com. I've put the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. The retail giant's purchase of MGM Studios has been completed, the company said in an announcement. Here's what it means for Stargate. It's official, Amazon owns the Stargate franchise. Today, Amazon and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer announced that their plan to have the retail giant acquire the historic Hollywood studio has been formally completed, a little under 10 months after it was announced. The merger has been on the slow train of regulatory approval by US and European Union antitrust agencies and looks to have cleared the last hurdle this week. I hope you're seeing this. Is this happening? Are we going? I think we're going. I do believe. I hope so. Anyway, I will carry on. More on that in a moment. We've been tracking the deal and what it will mean for the Stargate television and film franchise since the company's first announced the $8.45 billion acquisition in May of 2021. Sorry, I'm just checking things here. What I usually do is a schedule a screen, but here we go. I've just gone live, so I'm hoping YouTube's picked it up, because I'm not exactly sure what to do, because I'm an idiot. But it says here it's working. Well, I'll carry on anyway, and if it don't work, does it? So there. Right, Amazon has purchased MGM for two big reasons: to bolster its Prime Video streaming video on demand SVOD offerings with MGM's rich catalogue of more than 4,000 movies and 17,000 TV shows, and to make that as individual TV shows. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? That's 17,000 anyway. And to make use of MGM's catalogue of intellectual property to create new film and television projects. Below, we'll talk about each of those in turn. Where are you going? Although the companies did not announce any restructuring in today's announcement, it is expected that MGM will continue to operate as its own creative entity under the umbrella of Amazon Studios, which is overseen by Amazon's Mike Hopkins. And Amazon said that it is not planning any layoffs at MGM, according to the Wall Street Journal. There will be. There's always layoffs when big companies are bought. We are excited for MGM and its bounty of iconic brands, legendary films and television series, and our incredible team of creative partners to join the Prime Video family, MGM's Chief Operating Officer Chris Brereton said in today's statement. MGM has been responsible for the creation of some of the most well-known and critically acclaimed films and television series of the past century. We look forward to continuing that tradition as we head into this next chapter, coming together with the great team at Prime Video and Amazon Studios to provide audiences with the very best in entertainment for years to come. Deadline says that Hopkins reached out to MGM employees by email today, reiterating that no one is losing their job. A town hall for company employees is set for tomorrow, that's today, to outline what is next. MGM's IP, intellectual property, includes Stargate, James Bond, Rocky and Creed, Robocop Vikings, The Handmaid's Tale, Fargo, Legally Blonde, The Pink Panther, and more. As of today, Amazon is in a position to greenlight new projects for any of these. That, of course, has immediate implications for the Stargate science fiction franchise. And there's a picture from SG1. Stargate on Amazon. I'm where are we? That side. I'm SG3 in you can't see it. There we go. SG3. Oh, God. There. Which is a Marine unit. Not Air Force. Right. MGM's catalogue includes 3 Stargate movies, 4 if you count the feature cut of 2018's web series Stargate Origins, 10 seasons of Stargate SG-1, 5 seasons of Stargate Atlantis, and 2 seasons of Stargate Universe. There's also 26 episodes of the short-lived animated series Stargate Infinity. I think I watched about a minute of the first episode and I didn't watch any more. All said, that's 380 episodes of television and more than 275 hours of content in the Stargate franchise. Now, more than 10 years after the last show went off the air, Stargate's global fan base is also remarkably active and noisy about our desire for new content from the studio to continue to grow the franchise. Amazon's ownership of MGM and Stargate will most likely have one immediate effect. The existing shows ought to be added to Prime Video's free streaming catalogue for subscribers. SG-1, Atlantis and Universe and the movies have all been available on Prime Video on a rotating basis. As Amazon's license with MGM expired, they would be removed, only to spontaneously show up again months or years later. Now that Amazon actually owns the content, Stargate is likely to find a more permanent and global streaming home. I wonder if I won't have to be paying whatever it is. I can't remember. Is it $4.99 or whatever a month for the MGM channel on Amazon Prime? Because that's what I've been doing, so I can watch my Stargate on Amazon. It is. I wonder if that'll. Wonder if they'll just start appearing for free on Amazon Prime. I don't know. We'll see. The company could also continue to license the shows to other providers, such as Netflix, which currently has SG-1 in America, and Hulu. The ongoing licensing of its content to various parties around the world is a significant part of MGM's business, but considering the price tag for MGM, it is understandable that some of this content is bound to become an Amazon exclusive. Given that Prime Video has had Stargate in the recent past, the shows could show up there any time, assuming that MGM does not have any outstanding licensing arrangements that include exclusivity. Amazon could flip a switch and start streaming Stargate again tomorrow. New product, and there's the Destiny from Stargate Universe with the Siege ship. New productions. I've just had some KFC and I just thought I forgot to brush my teeth. So I've got bits of chicken in my teeth. Sorry. I do apologise. Not really, I don't care. The Stargate franchise is well positioned to be among MGM's franchises first to get the green light for new content. Aside from the active fan base and its ongoing campaign to support a new show set in the existing canon, co-creator Brad Wright is already waiting in the wings with a pilot script written for MGM in 2020. As Amazon has already offered the previous shows to its Prime Video customers, it has its own in-house data on Stargate's popularity. Last year, Amazon invested an astonishing $13 billion in video and music content, according to The Hollywood Reporter, but with The Expanse having come to an end earlier this year, there is a Stargate-sized hole in Prime's lineup of original science fiction. The service offers the Star Trek franchise. The service offers the Star Trek franchise not as Amazon Studios' original series, but only in a carriage deal with Paramount. Hopkins reportedly wrote to MGM's employees, now that the deal has closed and we are able to shift from planning to working together, we'll be collaborating with MGM leaders on the opportunities ahead in the coming weeks. Giving a go-ahead to MGM and Wright to produce the first season of a fourth live-action in-canon television series would be the easiest and most logical choice at this stage. But Amazon could also explore other types of productions for the Stargate brand, from a movie or miniseries picking up on the unfinished stories of Atlantis and Universe, to a theatrical feature film, to the dreaded hard reboot of the fictional universe. Oh, I hope they don't. Each of these would of course come with its own production and publicity challenges. And there's Brad Wright saying, MGM Amazon will almost certainly make another Stargate at some point. Whether I'll be asked to have anything further to do with it is less certain, and that was on February 1st of this year. Wright has said that his show would continue the existing canon, introducing a new team of characters while also making space for fan favourites to return. Over the past year, he has revealed that his pilot script already includes Amanda Tapping's Samantha Carter, Michael Shank's Daniel Jackson, and Ben Browder's Cameron Mitchell. It would also be set in a world where the existence of the Stargate has been revealed to the public. A new production would also stand to raise Stargate's profile among Amazon's growing global audience. A reported 175 million Prime customers have watched streaming video on the service at some point. With the right strategy, Stargate's fictional universe could be expanded in multiple directions. A committed Amazon and MGM could craft its own bona fide cinematic universe with numerous stories and characters eventually joining the ranks of SG-1, the Atlantis Expedition, and the crew of Destiny. Time's up. Amazon's declared intentions to buy MGM face scrutiny by regulators, including the Federal Trade Commission, whose new chair, Lena Khan, has been an outspoken opponent of Amazon's business practices and its integration of multiple business sectors. But the FTC's commissioners reportedly have been split 2-2 in a decision over whether to file a lawsuit to try and block the deal. Meanwhile, this week, antitrust regulators in the EU announced that they have finished their own review of the Amazon-MGM merger and given it unrestricted approval. The EU Commission stated Tuesday that the merger would not significantly reduce competition in the markets, since MGM's content is not considered must-have. Amazon's Prime Video service also continues to face plenty of stiff competition in the SVOD market. By contrast, the FTC does not have to issue any sort of public finding as to its final actions, and so far it hasn't. Today's news comes from Amazon and MGM, not because the FTC formally okayed the deal, but because a statutory deadline has passed. The FTC is required to act within a set time frame after a company provides all requested documentation needed for it to make a proper evaluation. In face of a likely tie vote at the FTC, rather than call for a formal vote on the matter, Khan allowed for the deadline to pass. Today's announcement from Amazon and MGM did not include any reference to the antitrust deliberations. While the FTC is not publicly commenting on the deal's closure today, a representative told the Wall Street Journal that the agency does not approve transactions and that it reserves the right to make legal challenges to any deals that they find violate US antitrust law. This means Amazon and MGM aren't completely out of the woods yet. Khan's FTC has previously issued warnings to companies that they proceed with mergers at their own risk. But Politico reports that sources familiar with the situation tell them that the Commission will not challenge the deal. A setback for Khan's antitrust agenda. Meanwhile, Amazon and MGM are moving ahead with normal business operations. In Hopkins' words, shifting from planning to working together, that's a very good signal for Stargate's return to Prime Video streaming, as well as the potential of a new production announcement in the not-too-distant future. This is the second largest acquisition deal from Amazon behind its purchase of Whole Foods for $13.7 billion back in 2017. But the MGM buyout is way down the list of major media mergers over the past decade, dwarfed by the likes of AT&T and Time Warner, $85 billion, and Disney and Fox, $71.3 billion. Keep your browser locked on Gateworld for the very latest on Stargate's future. There you go. So there's it. If you want to know about Stargate, go to Gateworld. They're a good set of chaps over there. So there you go. Hopefully we'll get some new Stargate. I really hope we do, and I hope it's a continuation of the SG-1 universe and not a hard reboot. And hope they don't hand it back to Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin, because they weren't fans of the series, even though the series was better than their film, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many other people. Right, so we'll leave it there. That's it. I've had me hat on skew with Fanta. Never mind. Me cap, should I say. Right, so we'll leave it there, and hopefully this is recorded, but I'll soon find out. So, by the way, my review of Star Trek Picard is up, and thankfully, no copyright strikes from CBS. Fingers crossed. I hope I haven't just give myself the kiss of death. So that's up to look at on the channel, and hopefully this is there as well. Hopefully, if I haven't done something wrong. So I'm going to end the stream now. So there'll be more news tomorrow. So until then, I'll see thee.